Hello, lovely lady. Okay, so you just bought your makeup. You got it. You put it in your palette. And now you're like, oh, what do I do now? I don't remember. Don't you worry. Whether you're a makeup pro or whether you're just a beginner, this new technique, right? And these new cream products are gonna take a little bit of time. So give yourself that. If you have like a lazy day where you can just kind of play with it and work with it, see what it's gonna do for you, then like go for it. Okay, with any kind of makeup, there's gonna be some transition time. So not only in like your techniques on how you're going to be putting it on to your face, but also just on your skin itself. So if you haven't used cream products before, it's gonna sit differently and wear differently than like a regular foundation or foundation powder would. So give it that time to transition into your face, okay? So first thing you wanna think about is, okay, I have my makeup, I have my compact, what do I want this makeup to do for me? Okay, this is all personalized to you. So just always remember that and say, okay, what do I want it to do for me today? Okay, am I just wanting a natural glow? Am I going for some coverage? Do I want more warmth in my face? Do I want to even out my skin tone? Do I just want to look a little put together? Like, it's all up to you. Okay, if you have chosen to go with contour, I would start with contour first. So I have my detailed brush. Many of you may be starting with this brush. You may be starting with the buff brush, the hack brush, like whichever brush you're starting with, you're pretty much gonna have the same kind of techniques going on. You're just gonna get different coverage with different brushes. I am in transition right now, so I'm gonna go with my cooler contour. This is Shadow. And because I want to have a little more slimming going on in my face, okay, I'm gonna find my cheekbone here, okay, underneath here is underneath the cheekbone, and then on top, here's my cheekbone, okay? So I am actually gonna angle my contour on top of my cheekbone. Now, if you want to add a little fullness to your face, you would bring it down further down on your cheekbone, okay, underneath. So it all depends on what you're going for, right? We're making it all personal to you. So again, I'm gonna just press it, and I'm really just picking up a little bit from my brush. And remember, this is cream, so you don't wanna swipe too much, okay? You wanna press it. And that's gonna give you like an even amount of coverage, okay, on your face. And then whether you want to just place it and then blend after is totally up to you. I personally like to kind of blend as I go, but I will on this video try to leave the placement here so you can see it, okay? Okay, and then I'm gonna go on my jawline. Okay, and this I swipe a little bit just because I know I picked up more on my brush. And I'm just going right across here, okay? I'm gonna go on top of my jaw and a teeny bit underneath, okay? Because I'm gonna cheat here. I'm gonna make you think that I have this wonderful shadow underneath my jawline. It's okay. Okay, if you have a great jawline that you love, that doesn't need any help, you're young and you got that going for you, you don't need to do this part. Like, just make it yours, right? Now I'm gonna go, because I do still have a nice line here, I'm gonna actually go behind the line with my contour, okay, to just help that shadow out. Okay, there we go. And now I have a longer forehead, okay? Depends how much real estate you have up here. But especially if I'm gonna wear my bangs back, I like to add a little bit of depth, a little bit of shadow up here as well with my contour. For me, I think that just helps like the focus go, you know, closer to my eyes, to the middle of my face. Again, all personalized to you, okay? And then you do want to blend it up into the hairline. And then depending on how much shaping you want to do, you can bring it down into through here if you like. Well, the other fun thing that you can do with contour is your lips and your nose. That's going to be a little more advanced than what you may want to do right now, but honestly, it can be as simple as just adding a little bit of shadow from your brush, okay, onto the side of your nose and going from there. Really can be that easy. As well as if you want a little extra pout here, you can add the shadow right underneath your lip. It can be that easy, okay? But honestly, totally up to you. Don't have to worry about it. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, next you're gonna go in with your highlight color. Okay, this is gonna be your foundation color. That is your skin tone color, okay? I'm just going with a simple one-tone highlight color. There's tips and tricks that I can teach you if you wanna get a little fancier with it, but for the time being, just go in with this basic color that you're using to even out your skin tone, okay? Now this color should just be going right into your skin, blending right in, okay, and just kind of disappearing. Okay, I picked up kind of a lot of product with this brush, so I'm just kind of spreading that around. So I'm basically gonna make kind of a pie shape here. I don't need to go over my contour at all unless I want to clean it up, of course. And then I'm always going to bring it down, okay? Now this again is depending on what you want it to do for you today. So I'm just going for kind of an all over coverage look, kind of your basic foundation kind of look here, okay? And again, I'm just trying to place it so you can see the placement, okay? Don't forget to go up into here, the sides of your eyes, and up the sides of your nose. I'm gonna go up into my forehead, above my eyebrows. And yes, I'm kind of moving this around a little because I got a lot there with my brush, but you can just kind of tap it in there, okay, and place it. You're gonna get a feel for how much you're gonna pick up with your brush from which end, okay? You can do your foundation, let me show you here. Like if you're in a hurry and you wanna just, you can just use this side. Like it's totally personally up to you. I don't do a whole lot through here only because I have fine lines, so I try not to put too much product down by my lip. But if you have a great match in your foundation, no one's gonna notice that there's a little bit that you didn't put around your lips because it's all just gonna blend in anyway. Next is the blush, okay? You will hear me say this often because a lot of people shy away from blush. But if you're gonna contour, if you're gonna highlight, okay, and you're gonna try to even out the tones on your face that are natural tones, by the way, you're gonna wanna add warmth back into your face, okay? At this point, I look a little scary and a little sick, maybe. Not too bad, but a little Halloween-y, right? Okay, so this is where the magic starts to happen, is when you use the blush to add warmth back in. No matter what color, okay, you're gonna go with, that is gonna bring you warmth. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to my blush and bronzer brush because I am gonna show you bronzer placement as well in this video. I'm gonna dip in over here. I'm just gonna go with this neutral look. I believe this is nude. Okay, and I'm just gonna pick up just a little bit with my brush. Now, because like I said earlier, I was kind of going for more of a sculpted, elongated look here, I'm actually gonna bring my blush and place it up here, okay? And you saw how little I had on my brush, right? And I just got like major amount of blush. Okay, so I'm bringing it up here onto my cheeks. It's kind of a fun trend right now, but it also is all about placement and how you want your face to look. I have pretty defined cheeks, so I can just, if I want to increase their their definedness, right? I could add blush right on the apples of my cheeks, okay? But I'm actually gonna go up higher because I don't need to add to them. I'm gonna use this other side to blend that down a little bit. I just want to add the warmth to them, okay? Look healthy, nice glow. If you don't have like big old cheeks and you want some fullness there, then by all means, that's where you're gonna place your blush, is here. So it all depends on what you're going for. Now we have that warmth going. I'm not gonna completely blend it out, okay? Just so you can see the placement. But warmth comes in. You're also gonna disguise that contour, right? You have some more going on here, so it's not gonna be the stark like line on your face, especially once you're done blending. But blush really is gonna make that all mesh together. So do not forget your blush. Next, I'm gonna go in with some bronzer. Okay, I personally don't use bronzer every day. Sometimes I go in with a warmer contour just to add some of that warmth. It just kind of depends on what I'm feeling, what look I want, and how much time I have. So it's all up to you. But if you'd like to add that little bit of warmth, a little bit of sun glow, like Bella bronzer is gonna be your best friend. So I'm gonna show you that placement right now. I'm just gonna take the other end of my bronzer blush brush, okay? And I am just really picking up just a little bit. Now bronzer is gonna go on places where contour does not, okay? They're two different things. And most of the time you're gonna wanna use two different products for your contour and for your bronzer. Again, it depends on what you're going for. In the summer, you can kind of get away with just using that bronzer as your contour. It just honestly depends. So the bronzer is gonna go where the sun would naturally hit you, okay? So where I put contour up here, I'm actually bringing my bronzer through here, okay? So think of where, like, if you get sunburn on your face, where that happens, okay? And so the top of your cheekbones, okay? I would say you probably can just use bronzer as blush if you would like to. Just make sure it's the right shade for you, okay? Because that will add the warmth. I'm just kind of buffing that in. I'm gonna bring a little bit on the sides. Okay. And it's gonna be on your nose, okay? Our noses get a little sunburned, and it's gonna be on your chin. And you can do a lot or a little. Totally personalized, up to you. This layers really well. I'm obviously not a bronzed bombshell of any sort, so I go very light with a little bit of warmth, and that's all I need. But I could go in, pick up more product, and just keep layering away, and I would have just a great glow. Before I go for my lips and my illuminator, I'm just gonna start blending, okay? My personal preference, you can just throw it all on there if you like and blend away, but this is the point where I like to blend. So I can blend with my brush, okay? I can blend with my other brush, okay? Or you can blend with a beauty blender. This one is not wet yet, so I'm not gonna use that, but make sure your beauty blenders are damp, and so they have like that soft squishy feel to them. Have it on a paper towel. Just make sure that there's not excess water there, but it's just damp and nice and fluffy, and man, it's amazing for blending. I am just gonna go with my blush and bronzer brush. And I'm gonna hit just the light parts first, okay? And I'm really just packing and blending, okay? Less is more underneath your eyes. You may have noticed that I did not go in with a big thing of concealer, okay? Don't do that. That only is gonna work if you have really youthful, great looking skin that has no texture, okay? Or if you actually really need it there. A lot of us might think we have dark under eyes, but we really don't. A lot of the color there is natural, and you don't honestly need to worry about it. But what you do need to worry about is the excess of makeup underneath those eyes. As you get older, you're gonna have the fine lines that are just gonna like love it and attract it and like show it off, right? But you don't want them to do that. So less is more under the eyes. There are tips and tricks that you can use, and I will be happy to help you with that. And then I went into like the darker parts, right, of my makeup, and I'm just blending it in. Make sure you get that neck, blend it all down, okay? And then you're gonna have just this nice natural coverage. You know, the no makeup look is in. You will definitely get that with these creams. So you want to put your illuminator on top of your cheekbones, okay? And really anywhere that you want the light to hit, okay? Illuminator is just fun because it just adds a fun little glow, okay? It grabs this gorgeous light and brings it to your face. And like you can do a quick little nose contour if you want, if you just want a little bit of shine there, okay? A little bit on the point, right? I'll add a little there, okay. And I like to put it on my chin. Illuminator can be used, okay, on your Cupid's bow. And I'll still do the rose gold here. Okay, just to highlight the lip a bit. And then it also is great for under your eyebrow, okay? So I'm going with the pearl here. I don't have any eyeshadow on, but even just adding this little bit of light just makes it look like, oh, okay, I might have done some eyeshadow there, but in reality, I'm just using the natural colors of my eyelid, okay? You also, just for a quick tip, if you're running out of time, pop it there. Pop it there. Boing! Light, that's your illuminator. You obviously can do lips at any point of this process. I just have always done them last. Go figure, right? So I am just gonna dip right into the same cheek color I used, right? You have your lip and cheek, and I'm just gonna use my finger. 9 times out of 10, that's all I use. And if by chance I wanted just a little bit more of blush, if I blended it in too much, I'll just kind of dab what's left on my finger back onto my cheek, okay? Just to add a little bit of warmness and just to get rid of that excess. Because most of the time I'm in the car and I rub like this and I'm like, okay, gotta go. That's it. That's your new makeup routine. Super simple. It's easy. It takes a little bit of time. Don't worry about it, but I know you got it. And always, always feel free to reach out to me, because sometimes you just need a little bit of practice and a little encouragement to know that, you know, you got it.